It was to be the sound that set the tone of the 2010 World Cup. Love it or hate it, you will never forget the vuvuzela. This is where the party started, a street party in Sandton to mark 100 days until kick-off.
It's very exciting that the country is coming out to celebrate this wonderful occasion of the FIFA World Cup.
When I came home, it was celebration everywhere. You know, when I just landed at OR Tambo Airport, there was so much buzzing. It was such a goosebump moment for us as South Africans. And obviously the whole world was doubting if we've got it in us.
I kind of see us as the orphan state out there, the orphan continent. So I'm so glad when someone puts some trust in us, you know. And I think we're going to show the world that it's going to be okay. I know what stories abound abroad about our beautiful country. But when you put your foot down on this continent, you're going to love the people. You're going to forget that. You're going to love the people. You're going to love the place. You're going to be surprised at what we actually get right in this country, and you'll be back.
In this month, the big names started paying their respects to the first ever World Cup in Africa and the beautiful game. This was a visit to Pimville in Soweto by the head of the IMF, Dominique Strauss-Kahn, a man born in Africa who rose to become one of the most powerful people in the world. He's a rugby man at heart, but obviously knows his football.
One point I'm really disappointed is that we have France and South Africa in the same group, so one of these will disappear. But I think Spain is in good shape.
Tickets went on sale over the counter in April as the excitement built. It saw queues rarely seen in South Africa since the first elections in 1994. As fans booked their tickets for South Africa, there were concerns about security. Police tried to calm these fears with a show of strength. There were thankfully few incidents in the World Cup. As the weeks went by, the flags they did fly. Almost everyone was flying some kind of standard. The people selling them on the streets started to feel the benefit of money trickling down from the World Cup. A windfall worth more than $1.6 billion, according to analysts.
We calculate that to be around 0.5% of GDP in this year. And if you look at GDP growth in 2010, various economists, government is still on 2.3%, but some economists are getting close to 3% growth. But nevertheless, whether it's 2.3 or 3, 0.5% of that, 0.5, is a significant contribution to our growth. And it comes at a time when it's a fillip we all need when we're coming out of a recession to try and improve our growth. So I think we're very lucky on that score.
South Africa had spent billions on its impressive stadiums. This is Soccer City in Soweto, where the final was held. Before a ball was kicked, these sangomas, or traditional healers, call on the ancestors to bless the tournament. As June dawned and the kick-off neared, everywhere there were people kicking balls or discussing how others kicked balls. A new football academy was born in Soweto to sow new seeds of soccer. The next day, in walked one of the greatest players ever to lace up a pair of boots. Pelé, World Cup winner and legend. A man who wears his eminence lightly in this world of cheap celebrity. He was here in Johannesburg to show the world he has talent with a brush as well as a ball.
Myself and my friends from the team, we use that to store peanuts. We put in then we used to sell in the train station, in the soccer games. We used to sell the peanuts to buy shoes. Fantastic. That is the history of the. And what did you say here? And then here I say, thank you very much, peanuts. You changed my life.
It was now very nearly time. Feel it, it is here, was the catchphrase. As Bafana Bafana left Sandton for their first game, there was a rare turnout. More than 200,000 South Africans gave a send-off to remember. In hindsight, this was seen as putting too much expectation onto young shoulders. Despite this enthusiasm, South Africa became the first ever host nation never to make it to the knockout stage. But the fan parks filled and hundreds of thousands of fans were moved to and from stadiums, mostly without a hitch. It meant many flew out of South Africa with a good feeling.
Obviously this is extra special because I'm a big football fan and this has made it that much better, but just Durban and Cape Town and Kruger by themselves without the World Cup would be, trips of a lifetime.
The legacy will be that an African World Cup is a successful World Cup. the friendliness of the people, the warmth of the people, the great facilities in this country, and the fact that South Africa can host any sporting event very, very easily.
South Africa is a nice country with nice people, and it was nice to stay here.
Everything went well. People, they behaved themselves. No much crime reported so much. At least South Africa, #1.
It was my pleasure to be in South Africa for the first time. I think it's a very nice opportunity that MTN gave me to be in South Africa. And I enjoy my stay here. The people are very hospitable and very friendly. But if I not come here, but I had a different impression altogether. But this opportunity that MTN gave me to be here has changed my impression. And I wish to come back here with my family.
Now the focus is moved to Brazil in 2014. Many of the lessons learned here in South Africa are likely to be carried forward to Brazil. The fruit of a vibrant, rewarding and unforgettable first World Cup in Africa.